Hey Tubies, this is Psychic Bob. Well, welcome to Monday. It's a new week, and here we are. Psychic Bob's back with you. I just want to say, first of all, not to worry. A lot of you are worried because you didn't see a video from me yesterday. Sunday, I just needed a day off. You know, even Psychic Bob sometimes takes a day off, and yesterday was my day off, so I try to do videos every single day. For those of you who are new here, normally I'm here 7 days a week, but occasionally Psychic Bob needs a break. So anyways, we're back. It's Monday. It's a new week, and you know what it means? It's Melchizedek Monday. That's right. So if you haven't been following our series, you need to go back to last Monday's video and see the beginning, and it explains all about this series. So if you're new here, definitely see part 1 of this. It'll say Melchizedek Monday, first class, and you'll catch up, okay? Well, for those of you who have been following along, thank you for your wonderful support. I just want to give you an update here. Last week I mentioned that your homework assignment was to print out this picture of Lord Melchizedek. I do have this on my website, Lady Angela. Thank you, Lady Angela. Was so gracious to get it posted onto my website. So if you haven't discovered that yet or had a chance to go there, pop over to my website at robert-hickman.com. I'll put the link in the box below. And you'll see a picture on my website there in the news section. And it has this picture. And you can right-click on it, save it to your laptop or your phone, and then if you can, print it out and put it up somewhere in your meditation area. That's assignment 1 of our class. So if you haven't got this picture, go to my website and get it. Isn't that a mystical picture? Lord Melchizedek's so fascinating. I love him. Well, I wanted to come here and talk to you about some of the practices of the Order of Melchizedek. Now, as many of you know, we're part of the Order of the Golden Light of Melchizedek, which is a separate branch within the overall order. Within the Order of Melchizedek, there are probably hundreds or even thousands of different branches. And the branch I'm a priest of is the Order of the Golden Light of Melchizedek. In our order, we work with sacred geometry. And the sacred geometry is absolutely fascinating. People say, well, what is sacred geometry? Sacred geometry is the belief that symbols, that shapes can be access points for power to release energy. It's believed that in the universe there is actually a divine order, that the higher power, God if you will, has set all things into motion in a harmony, that when we look at the universe, it's not necessarily just a place of chaos and disorder, that actually, even in the apparent chaos at times, underlying all of that is a balance and an order. And sacred geometry taps into that divine natural origin. To give you some examples of sacred geometry in the natural world, I might encourage you to do a study on crystals. Look up various crystals, just even the general subject crystals. What you'll find is that crystals form in nature in natural, perfect geometric patterns. Some form as cubes, such as like iron pyrite is a cubic crystal. Some form as hexagrams, 6-sided. Some form as octagons, 8-sided. There are different forms that crystals take. And it's believed that when we study the crystalline structure, we start to see a very fascinating organized methodology that from a spiritual place tends to point towards the mind and consciousness of a creator that has organized reality from the greatest universe down to the smallest molecular structure. If we look at the picture of the atom has a form of sacred geometry. It has a central core and it's surrounded by electrons that move in perfect circles or ellipses. You see, so again, sacred geometry. There's a pattern, there's a form. One of the patterns in the forms of the Order of Melchizedek is known as the Merkaba star. The Merkaba star is actually a three-dimensional geometry. It's a third dimension geometry, which actually takes on a fourth and fifth dimension. But it actually starts from the very simple second dimension hexagram. Let me put a hexagram up here on the screen for you. As you can see, the hexagram is the six-pointed star. This has been commonly called the Star of David or the Jewish star. It's been certainly part of the Israeli history and the Jewish people's history, but it actually goes beyond Judaism into the ancient history of the occult. The ancient Babylonians, the Assyrians, and many of the ancient cultures used the six-sided star, the six-pointed star, as a form of focusing mystical power. In fact, I'm even wearing today a six-pointed star. Let me show you this. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? This is done in silver inlaid with crystals, but it's the hexagram. This is a sign very common to the Order of Melchizedek, and you'll find many members of the order wear this star, the six-pointed star, the hexagram star. It represents the mystical power of as above, so below. So the upward triangle is the power of reaching up to heaven, and the downward triangle is the power coming down. And so it means that man is united to divinity, that divinity is united to man, humankind, I should say. And so this interplay of humanity and divinity is an eternal truth. And so when we wear the six-pointed star, the hexagram as it's called, we remind ourselves and are uniting with higher power. Now, just when you think, okay, I think I got that, it gets a little more complex. Because one of the traditions in the Order of Melchizedek, at least the branch we're in, the Order of the Golden Light, is to do what is called the Merkaba meditation. Now, before we even get into that, we have to talk about what the Merkaba is. Well, let me kind of demonstrate this for you. Okay, we have the six-pointed star, the hexagram. Let me put that back up here for you. Okay, the six-pointed star, the hexagram, is the two-dimensional version of the Merkaba. It actually points to an even more profound reality. If we take each of the triangles in the hexagram and we bring them into their immediate third dimension, they create this form. Let me put this on the screen for you. This is believed to be the original three-dimensional expression of the triangle. Now, if we take both of those triangles and we merge them together, we get what is known as the Merkaba. Let me show that to you. The Merkaba is the three-dimensional energy of humanity and divinity unified. And what it means is that when we tap into that energy, our power increases multifold. There is in fact a meditation called the Merkaba meditation. The Merkaba meditation at first seems very complex, but once you get the basic concepts, it actually becomes very easy and a great source of power. What you want to do, and I'm going to teach you this technique today, is what you want to do is find a place where you can sit down. Get a chair or sit on the floor like yoga style. And what you want to visualize is a three-dimensional Merkaba right in front of you. Then merge with that Merkaba. Bring it into your body so that you are now sitting surrounded in the middle of that energy field of the Merkaba. Now you can visualize that Merkaba in any color that you want. I would suggest for starting that you visualize it in a glowing white light. White light is the highest light. It sets the vibration. So as you bring that Merkaba to you, feel its power. Sense as if you were sitting in it and you could touch the sides of the pyramids. Feel its warmth. Let it be a source of power. In this Merkaba is the very presence, the doorway, if you will, to higher dimensions, to higher reality. If you start every day with visualizing that white Merkaba of white light forming and merging with you, I tell you, you'll have a very profound experience. Now, for some of you, this may be a little difficult. For some people, it takes a while to get the meditation. So I would encourage you, get a picture, print out a picture of the Merkaba in 3D and put it up in your meditation area. In fact, on my website this week, I'll put up the picture of the Merkaba for you to see so that you can also have that. Okay? Now, once you do that, what you can visualize is it turning a beautiful golden glow. In our order, the Order of the Golden Light of Melchizedek, the name for the order actually comes from this image, the three-dimensional hexagram, the Merkaba in golden light. It's believed that the ascended masters use the Merkaba as a source of power. And it's even believed that Lord Melchizedek used the Merkaba. So the order of the golden light of Melchizedek is focused on this sacred image, this sacred geometry, if you will. So what I want us to do is now let's just try to sit. I want everybody to join me in this visualization. Just visualize floating in front of us. Now just close your eyes and see in front of you this beautiful white glowing Merkaba. Just feel its energies. Sense it. Feel the hum. You might even hear a hum, a vibration. Now let that merge into your body. Feel it as it enters you. Feel its warmth. It's not painful. It's gentle and powerful and invigorating. And feel yourself now sitting in the glowing white light of this Merkaba. Sense what it's like. See above you. See below you. Look to the left. Look to the right. Feel it behind you. Turn and look. As you turn, you can see all sides and angles of the Merkaba. Now, take that light of the Merkaba and tint it a beautiful, glowing, golden light. Feel the subtle shift of the vibration as it changes its form. Now, take a moment and just sit in that golden light of that Merkaba. And when you're ready, take your time. You can slowly come back. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and you'll be present and grounded and at peace. Well, if you did that meditation, hopefully you were able to sense and feel and start to merge with the Merkaba. If you had trouble with it, that's okay. This is kind of complex and it takes time, so don't feel bad. It took me a while to get it. So what you want to do is, though, find a picture of the Merkaba. I'm going to try to get one on my website here. Lady Angela and I have both been playing phone tag, and she's had phone problems and computer problems, and so have I. So we haven't been able to get this up on the website today, but hopefully we'll have it in just a few days, okay? But you'll be able to get that picture. And in the meantime, research that symbol, the Merkaba. Research the hexagram. Get to know the sacred geometry. As you start to study this geometry, you will tap in to the power of the Order of Melchizedek. It will help you connect to the Ascended Master. What you can do, if you're feeling really brave and you really feel like you're getting confident, once you are in that Merkaba, you can also call in Lord Melchizedek's presence to be with you. He may deliver a message to you. You may just sense him, you may hear him, you may see him. You may or you may not. Don't worry whether you get results right away. Remember, these are spiritual practices that take time and work to develop. So if you're saying, well, gee, Bob, I tried it, it's a little tough, that's okay. If you make this a habit of doing this 5 minutes every day, you'll start to really bring that Merkaba power into your life. So your homework assignment this week is to do that meditation every day, just for 5 minutes. If you're into it and you want to go longer, that's fine. But do a minimum of 5 minutes every day. And try to do it at the same time every day so that your body gets used to the energy and you build up a practice. Another thing I might encourage you to do, now this is not mandatory, but just something for if you feel really inspired, you might want to, try to get yourself a beautiful star hexagram pendant. This is one of the symbols of the order, and it will help you to attune to that sacred geometry. So you can look online, go to eBay. You can go to Lady Angela's site. I think she carries these over there at rarewiccaspells.com. And look up, you can usually look up Star of David or hexagram or 6-pointed star pendants. But try to find yourself one of these. Now it can be in silver, gold, it can have gemstones. This one is just done in silver and it's inlaid with little crystals, as you can see. But yours doesn't have to look like mine. This is just one method. But I would encourage you, pick up a hexagram pendant. And you might want to start to wear that as you're, working on your meditation, going through your studies for this order. Well, guys, listen, I've given you a lot to do today. I know it's been kind of intense, but I hope that you'll take the time to explore this meditation, explore some more on sacred geometry, We're going to talk more about sacred geometry next week and more about techniques and work with the Order of Melchizedek. So definitely be back here next Monday. We've got more coming for you. Well, in the meantime, watch my website. I'll have up a picture of the Merkaba for you to work with and see if you can locate a pendant. Again, as I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You can find these very inexpensively. They don't have to be in pure silver. They make them in pewter and in copper and practically any metal, ceramic even. So see if you feel called. You don't have to. Again, this is not compulsion. This is invitation. If you feel called to it, pick up a pendant as well. But I would encourage you, definitely do the meditation every day. Okay. Well, guys, listen, I'm so glad you're here. Keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. Tomorrow is Tuesday. That means it will be messages from the spirit world, so you don't want to miss that. So be back here for that. In the meantime, definitely go over to my website, robert-ekman.com. Get your free picture of Lord Melchizedek over there. And also get your free daily horoscopes. That's right, I have horoscopes posted 7 days a week there. So you can get a little psychic help from me every day. These are my own horoscopes. unique to me. You won't get them anywhere else. So I hope you'll check that out, and check back for the picture of the Merkaba star as well, which I'll have up there. Well, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Happy Monday. Blessings to all of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow for messages from the spirit world. Blessings to all of you.